sister and brother. There is love in this family. Pick yourself up and get on your feet. Don't stop me now, Maui styling, don't let me down. 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 Makena styling, up country styling, Campo styling, Kahanapali styling, Hana styling, Wai'ehu styling, Bahia styling, Keanai styling, Maui styling, don't let me down. 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 Maui styling, Maui styling, don't stop me now. Maui styling.
Aloha, and welcome to another wonderful, wonderful journey today that we have for you here with an incredible, wonderful, journeying magician healer. And his name is Ridz VanDerZee, and I understand that means from the sea,
Indeed,
correct?
I come from Holland, and I was born 72 years ago,
72?
but I've been living in Australia for 48 years. So I'm very much Australian, but I'm Dutch origin. And I only have to
Wow.
speak 2 words, and people know that I come from Germany or Holland. But it is not Germany, it is Holland. And indeed, my hobby is magic. I love magic. But
Look at the way he handles
I-
these cards.
oh,
Isn't
that
cool?
looks clever, isn't it?
It does.
No, it's not. It's a trick. It's a trick. That's not clever at all, because
Can you tell me you gave him those cards?
no, that is this back here.
Oh.
No, I was just
he's
going-
Funny.
I was going to say that magic is trick. Magic is sleight of hands. Magic can be illusion. But what I really do is I have a normal deck of cards. They have been shuffled here by Karen and Ken, and I'll love you to take a card, and then I'll show you what I do. Just take one. Anyone, just
Right, I
anyone.
put this one way down.
Yeah, that's
Very,
fine.
very
That's
good,
great.
yeah.
Have a look. Have a look. Put it back. And now hearts, I always say hearts is love, diamonds is money, spade is work, clubs is confusion. Now, I'm not a fortune teller, because your future depends on decision you make. You know that. But 7 of diamonds, is it? Yeah. But 7 of diamonds is actually a card
That
that's
was
coming. Yes. Live within
Where
your
is
budget.
it? Where is it?
No, it's somewhere in the pack.
What does that mean? 7 of diamonds.
Actually, 7 of diamonds means you will be comfortable. Perhaps not millions, but we don't need millions, do we?
We need to be happy, huh?
I say abundance comes when you do what you like to do, and that is what you do, and that's why 7 of diamonds is really, you got everything. But I think there is nothing wrong with money, because the more money you make, the more people you can help. The more
That's
money you
true.
make, the more people you can employ. Greed is wrong, but not being successful. But the magic is actually a hobby. When I say I believe in real magic, there are so many people probably watching us now who've got it all but are not happy.
Oh, so many of them. You're
Yes.
right.
And if they can learn to let go of the past, don't hang on to the past. It's finished. You can't change it. But you can change the way you look at the past. And I think that's magic, because if you're angry at somebody, from here, from there, 10 years, 20 years ago, if you're angry at somebody, that doesn't hurt the person, it hurts you. So anger is a normal emotion, but then forgive. And that is what I'm all about, because I can change people's life by just showing them a way. Forgive, thank you. But most people forgive other people, but they don't forgive themselves.
That's the big one, isn't it?
That is the one. And
It is.
somehow somewhere it's magic, because you can change your life from this very moment. Some people think happiness is having a glorious home and gardens and millions in the bank. To me, happiness is peace of mind. Peace of mind, contentment, and enough change in your pocket to pay the bills.
And it's deciding to be happy too, don't you
That's
think?
correct, because if you
It's a decision.
if you want something, you can make it happen. Just for fun, take a card. I'll show you something. Just take one. It doesn't
I
matter.
want this one over here.
want that one?
This one right there.
Let's
Okay.
Have a look, have a look. It doesn't matter. The card, no. Ah, you see, she put a meaning to the cards, and actually clubs is indeed confusion. But it is wonderful to be aware if there is something wrong or there is confusion, you can let go. You're saying, thank you. Did it teach me something? Have I become a wiser person by experiencing it? And I think it is, you know. My life has been full of magic. I've been blessed with wonderful parents in Holland. And I was always different. I was interested in the spiritual path. I know you're not your body, you're not your intellect, you're a soul in a physical body. And while we live in this physical body, we make the best of it and so on. And I often say, in fact, I said it this morning to beautiful Karen here, I said, I don't want to be alive if I should be dead. But while I'm alive, I make the very best of it. And it works.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I think, you know, the meaning of being alive is to live. And so many people don't do that.
That's correct.
And so you are, to me, so right on with your philosophy.
Well,
So, but tell me, have you, when you were a little boy in Holland,
yes.
were you interested in spiritual things, and did you do magic tricks?
I'm allowed to say what I feel.
Oh, of course.
Well, I really feel that churches have done a lot of good, but they also confused a lot of people.
I agree.
And I have been brought up in a religious family, Catholics, and don't do this, don't do that, sin, mortal sin, if you don't, you go to hell, and all that. And I woke up very quickly that it couldn't be like that. But I was indoctrinated, so I decided at the age of 17, 18, I wanted to be a monk. And I went to the monastery, and I've been 5 years a monk. And I've learned so much how not to. And I love God, but not that God what people...
Not that way.
No. And I think when people say I don't believe in God, they do, but they don't believe in the God what have been taught by churches.
That's a good point.
Yes.
That's an excellent
I think
point.
God is to me that power, that energy, that vibration, that higher consciousness. It what sustains the whole universe.
It
That's God.
permeates
That's it,
everything.
and we're part of it.
Yes.
And if you
It's
can
exciting.
if you can be in tune with that power, with that energy, with that vibration, that's all right. Then everything works.
You're such a wise,
No,
beautiful
no,
man.
no. But
We're
I
so
must-
lucky to have this beautiful man on our island with us. I hope you get to experience him.
Oh well, I don't know what to say about that. But I was going to say to you, lots of people ask God, make it happen. And I often think God doesn't do it for you, He does it with you. And as you say, you have to be happy, you have to enjoy life.
That's right.
Yes,
That's right.
happiness is peace of mind.
You have to be the hands.
That's correct. Because God is not a man who sits there with a beard and so on. That was the picture was taught. And now we think of somebody there. Have you been good? Yes, I'll help you. That's not how it works. I am in tune with Spirit every day. I just meditate, I relax, I calm down, I stop the intellect, and then you become still. And in that stillness you can see things. You see your priorities. Of course we live in a physical body, we need to be hugged and loved and wanted and intimacy, that's all part. But I believe that if you want to be of some purpose to somebody, somewhere, your life becomes full. Yes, religious. Well, I learned, they told me, don't leave the monastery because you're not listening to God. He wants you to be there. And I said, I did listen to God, and I went in, and I'm listening now, and he tells me to get out. And they did not agree with that, but I have. I felt
But you did it anyway. Good for you.
yes.
That's not always easy to go against what.
Yeah.
a
I always
group
wanted to go
doesn't
to
agree
South
with.
Africa. South Africa fascinated me, probably the missions and the poor black people and so on. And when I went to the immigration office, I said, I would like to go to South Africa. And they said, well, follow the queue over there. And there were about 40 people.
Wow.
And I said, how long will it take? And they said, hours. I said, why don't you go to that counter? There's only one person, and that was Australia. And I went to Australia. And I never realized it, but it has been the most wonderful, wonderful
Oh my
country.
goodness.
So,
That's how you got to Australia?
yes, I never knew anything about Australia, and I'm the happiest person. It's a
That
wonderful
is
country.
a true adventurer.
Well, it is. Yes.
It is,
I
yes.
loved it.
Being willing to just step off the abyss and
Yes.
and journey forward without knowing.
Yeah, well, you know, I know very little, but I think if praying is you talking to God, intuition is Spirit talking to you. Your intuition, your gut feeling will tell you, don't, go out here, give it a miss. And I feel that Spirit talking. And I follow very much that lifestyle.
I love that.
My wife and I, we agree to disagree in an agreeable way. We love each other, but it doesn't mean we think the same. I think lots of people, if they're not happy, they probably want their husband to be the way they want him to be. And
Or they pretend.
they pretend,
They
yes.
pretend.
Yes,
You
could
know,
well
a
be.
lot of people are really good pretenders.
Yes, yes. No, I really feel I love you, but I don't agree with you is fine. I love my children, but it doesn't mean I like everything they do, but I love them. So that has nothing to do with each other.
No, one thing has nothing to do with the other, does it? But we get confused in this human dimension.
That's correct. Yes, yes, I fully agree.
I would love to bring in Jason, and maybe you would let him pull one of your magic cards.
Lovely.
Have the experience of.
Well, anyone, it's a normal deck.
He says it's a normal deck, and Karen says that she gave it to him.
Yes, they're not mine.
This
I've
morning,
never.
they're not his.
No. I love you to take a card. Please do.
Okay.
Because I want to show you something. Anyone. It doesn't matter what one.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Oh,
Take
you-
that one. Yeah, that doesn't matter. What it
I
is.
see how this works.
No, no.
Pick any card.
Any card. No, that is a trick. It's a trick. Because I want to say, just recently, I was in China and I was asked to do some magic in China, and I can't speak Chinese. So I did it this way. I said, what's your card? And the interpreter would say in Chinese what it is. And I said, I'll find your card. And then I went like this, and then, what's that? Four of hearts. Is your card 4 of hearts? Is it?
It is.
Now, of course it is, because I've got one too here. No, it had to be the 4 of hearts. Now, that is stupid. That is stupid. No, that is just a trick.
Oh, I love it.
I love to show you something actually. For children, you do different magic. Children don't like cards. But this is something for you.
Oh, good.
Something for you
I'm
because
definitely a child.
I was going to say we're all child at heart. Ooh, abracadabra. Now, what I would like you to do is have a lolly. Have a lolly. So, that, do you eat lollies? They're Australian lollies too.
What's lolly mean?
Lolly is the sweets, is it? Or you call them sweets? Yes, we call them lollies. Now, of course, that is magic.
Australian lollies. Now, how did they get in there?
No, that is easy. That's not magic. Magic is the innocent enjoyment of simple things. And if you think about that,
Pigeon?
that's magic.
I'm waiting for a pigeon.
Oh, I have pigeons at home and I have beautiful white birds and so on. But I retired doing magic like this for the last 20 years. Now I work only with cards. This is actually... yeah, this is, oh, sorry. Sorry. Of course, that's not magic. That is just
Airielle's good, huh?
a little bit of fun. What I really love doing is I like to work with real cards. So I will try to do a trick for you and magic, just magic. Take a card, just for fun. Just
Oh,
take
good.
one.
I get to do
take
another one?
No, take this one. Take this one. It doesn't matter what it is. Top, middle, bottom. It doesn't make any difference. And I would love you to show the card to everyone. I'll close my eyes. Yes? So the audience will know the card. Now take the card and tear it up. That's all right.
Tear it up?
Yeah, tear it up. It's just for fun.
Sorry.
No, I used another pack.
That goes for deck of cards.
No, that's all right. It's only
Okay.
one card. This is actually a good trick. I did this trick when I was 12 years of age.
You did.
And I keep one little piece for you to check. And this is the little box I used when I was 12 or 13, something like that. Watch, it's a magic box. Now you know it's not real. But if I say abracadabra, I want it to be one card, then have a look if that fits in there.
Oh my gosh!
Does it? You're wonderful!
It's exactly.
Airielle, you're the best.
Woo!
You're the best.
You're the best. How'd
Now.
you do that?
The question is, well, I have a question. I see that you are a purveyor of magic, but part of the magic of you is your healing magic, yes? And as I look at this, I think, you know, I am searching a little bit because I'm trying to tie it into understand how magic relates to our ability to realize there are things greater than what we easily
Wow.
perceive.
How right you are. You don't need somebody to explain it to you. It's like life. It's torn up in little bits, and then we bring it together like a card, and there's still one little piece missing. And very often with people, they've got it all, and they're still so unhappy. And if they only could realize that how simple it is to love themselves, to believe in themselves, to forgive, to let go of the past, not hanging on. I think that's the greatest thing. And then all of a sudden, it feels like it comes together, you know. Sex is only sex, but making love is holy, it's beautiful. There is nothing more beautiful. But lots of people don't even know what it means to make love. They have sex and then they want somebody else and want somebody else. But if you're in tune with that power, with that energy, in my humble opinion, then you can't go wrong. I really enjoy being alive. I enjoy being here. I enjoy meeting the people in Hawaii. It is just unreal. I was taken yesterday to Iao Valley.
Iao Valley.
Iao. Wow, doesn't God speak to you there?
Isn't it incredible?
Oh, I don't think you have to do anything. It was just the water holes and
Oh,
and
the
real-
magic is
the
so
magic
present.
is real.
The magic is so present
Yes.
there.
And I really feel I can find God wherever I am. So although I go to church, and that's been a practice for me, and I really don't mind going to church for an hour a week to relax and to come to myself and listen to glorious music and the lovely windows. It's almost as it's fine, but I don't go to church because I have to. I certainly don't have to.
You go an hour a week? In other words, you go to, quote, be in communion with other people?
Yes. Oh, very nice. Yes, on Sundays.
Okay.
I think we are social beings, so we want to belong, and with the family, with your children, with your friends, but on a Sunday with the people.
How do they relate to your magic?
They're fascinated, but I don't make much fuss. Lots
I
of my
mean,
friends don't even know I can do
Around
magic.
here, born-again Christians have professed things about magic being, have you been
The
ever
reborn, yes, reborn Christian. We do have them in Australia, and as I said, some churches have done a lot of good, but they also confused a lot of people. They take the Bible literally, and they say, well, who wrote the Bible?
Do they take pieces and
Who
put them
wrote the
together? And
Bible? That's a good
No,
question.
I think, unfortunately, I very much believe that those people live in fear. God is love, and love unites. Love is it, what keeps it together. But if you believe that you have to do that and have to do that, and God will... They are completely on the wrong path. God is love. Honestly. You can feel it. It's magic. You know, I was going to say, it is magic.
It is, and I can feel it. I know what you mean. I love it. I was just feeling with you.
Wow, that is wonderful.
It is. It's wonderful.
I like the way you think.
Yeah, thank you.
I really do, because that is the truth. And the truth is so simple. I often say, you know, knowledge is knowing a lot. Wisdom is common sense. Wisdom is so simple. Joy, thank you. I think the more times you say thank you, the more things will come your way to be thankful for. It is not a joke, it's real. But there's no fear of all those religions, no.
That's very
But
true.
I'm sure those people are so lonely and sometimes confused. They want to belong, and we have sheep and we have shepherds and we have lots of sheep in this world who want to follow.
Australia has sheep.
New Zealand got more.
They do.
Yes, we have a lot of sheep.
But they get sheared. I always see that.
Hundreds of thousands, and that's where the money comes from. Oh, I think that's great.
What is this? It looks like a roll of wallpaper, but I bet it's not.
No, it's
Yeah,
not. No. Some people are, you know,
Oh, it is.
it's a trick for children, and they say never
That's a
put
very
it.
beautiful umbrella, isn't it, Aaron?
Like Mary Poppins.
Well, yes, and
Very pretty.
I'm always watching. You know, they always
I
talk
like
about
the top
sleight of
hat.
hand.
you like the
we're
top
going to see
hat.
this. Okay.
Oh,
good.
did they actually for children?
Oh, I'm a child.
So yeah, so what?
Absolutely.
So I have my old bag, and
oh,
I
what
love
a
that.
beautiful bag.
reversible.
It is a reversible, and I say, bang, we put some tissues in here, or some silks, different colors.
What beautiful colors.
Yes, and when the children are there, I say, what color is that? And they say orange and red and green, and we bring all the colors in, because I'm going to do a show here in Maui for a school. That's why I brought it
Oh,
actually,
great.
for an alternative school, I believe. And then I say, abracadabra. Yes, you can do that. You just press.
Oh,
Yes. I think
That's
something.
what did it.
wow.
Oh no.
What happened to the scarves? It's the cover to the umbrella.
It is the cover to the umbrella, but the umbrella, of course, is here. And
Oh.
we say, abracadabra, and it's just magic. Magic for
Wow.
children. It is. That is only a
What
trick.
makes us
Wonderful
so open? I mean, when I'm seeing this,
Sorry.
I'm thinking to myself, you know, here I am, right here, and I'm trying to be so very clever and watching, but I think it was this. It was the light from your magic wand. That's what it was.
I really think, you know, that is trickery, and I know. If you think, oh, I know it's a trick. Of course I know. If anybody knows, it's me. But I think the real magic in life, and I really mean that sincerely, and I think you're good at it too. Sorry. I feel if you can put a smile on somebody's face, that's magic. And I really mean it. And I must say, if I'm allowed to tell you, about 6 years ago or 7 years ago, I went to India and I spent 3 months in India, and I had the fortune of working with Mother Teresa in the house of the dying. And well, you don't do magic there because there are children's homes, and I did magic, and I know the sisters of Mother Teresa. But one particular day we picked up a body in the morning with a corpse car, we call that, 4 o'clock in the morning, and you pick up the people who have died overnight, and that's not so bad because they did. But it was the ones who are not dead that you say, my goodness,
Wow.
back again, good. And what I really wanted to say about that is that one particular morning, a young boy, 16, 17, beautiful boy, I picked him up and our eyes did not break. We looked at each other and I smiled and he smiled, and then I cleaned him and I tried to feed him, and then he died. Just with a smile on his face. And the sister said, Ridz, don't worry. He loves you. And not to be wanted and loved is the greatest disease in the world. And you too, wherever you are, we all want to be loved and wanted and appreciated. Tell your wife that she looks beautiful. Tell your husband that he is fine. Tell him thank you for being there, and so on. Because not to be wanted and loved is honestly the greatest disease. So that experience was wonderful. I went to all the gurus, and I went to see Sai Baba, and I see, oh, I liked it, Sonny. Oh, sorry. Now, magic. Magic, just illusion. It's real magic. Fancy me here 2 days in Hawaii, a dream coming true with lots of rain.
Lots of rain.
And that's what you need. And I love the people, and I love the stories, and so on. But
so you've been here with us for 2 days.
2 days, yes.
And you're going to be here for 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Oh, goody. That means we get to experience a lot more of you.
Well,
I love these cards.
yes, I was going to show it because it is a normal deck. We call it giant cards. And half is here, half is here. I'll see if I can do it.
They're beautiful.
Point to a card, anyone. You don't have to take the most obvious one. You want that one?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Please don't show anybody. Keep it there. And I have another pack here. No forcing, nothing at all, because I can force, but it is not. Point to a card. That one?
Yeah.
That one?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you people are on the right path, creating miracles with your programs on television, this card and that card should be one.
Wow.
5 of spades, you did. Now, sometimes you don't know how magic works. You don't have to know. I don't know how life works. How can you be on top of the world one morning and somebody says something to you and you get upset? So I really think magic is just, again I say it, the innocent enjoyment of stupid little things. All right?
Thank God that we have that ability.
Yes, I fully agree.
Find that innocent enjoyment of silly and wonderful little things. And you've just been so beautiful to share them with us today. Got any more tricks up your sleeve there?
I have plenty more. I believe on Saturday I'm in Makawa.
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 Wow.
Wow. 6 o'clock, I believe, and we're going to put on a show there, and a bit of philosophy and a bit of inspiration, and I'll bring up some magic, and I believe there will be some children, and it's not booked out yet, but almost. So, and I love it.
Well, I really think you're so beautiful. Thank you so much for
Well.
sharing yourself with all of us here on Maui.
I thank you very much, and I thank you.
You're welcome.
You're an inspiration.
I am.
Yes, yes.
Why is that?
Well, I think that's what you have to do. Some people say, yes, that's right, yes, yes. But when you say, no, why? Say what you mean, speak up, make people think. And I think that's life, that's magic. You get the best out of people.
You know, we have an organization here called Dream Makers.
Dream makers.
Dreams plus action. You know, in the world, first you have to have a dream. You have to be able to see it. And then you take some action. So when I see you, I think of dream makers as magicians, because we take something that is not of the physical world and we add a little twist and touch it in the right spot, and suddenly it makes magic. You know, the world is what we think it is and what we create.
Is that dream come true for people who have been sick or have cancer, the last wish? Or that's not what it is it? I don't know.
Say that again?
I don't know the organization. I think it must be Maui. That is not in Australia.
The Dream Makers Foundation, well, here they have, it's called Make-A-Wish.
Make-A-Wish, that's what we have.
Well, see, ours is Make-A-Wish for the people that are not ill. People that are ill also, but everyone in life, the greatest gift is to be able to dream. I mean, if you don't have a dream, you know, what do you have really in life? I think that if we were only thinking of the mundane and enjoying life, but most people are on sort of a robot, I don't know what we call it.
Yes, no, I
They're
feel
on a
it.
treadmill
Yeah.
where somehow they're in this pattern. You seem to break patterns. You know, you get people to look at things in a different way and wonder differently.
I'll do that. Just here for Airielle.
Oh,
A little boy, a little girl.
a boy and a girl.
What one is the girl? Give me the girl.
This one.
Now, why? Because it's got the red eyes, yeah? Put it in your hand. Just keep the little girl there, close it. And now the little boy comes. And if people know about Australia, we have rabbits. We just have a plague of rabbits because we say, abracadabra, show me, what have you got? What do you
Bread!
See?
I bred rabbits
In your hand too.
in my hand.
No, that's just fun. It's just
Oh, that
fun.
is so much fun.
Yeah.
Where did they come from?
Oh no, that is all right. That's just a trick.
It's a trick, Airielle.
That's a trick.
Akaku is a local public access television station, which I think of as our private network because there are other public access stations all over the globe, and together they are the most powerful. There are many independent voices together in harmony, and they have the independence and freedom to create all kinds of things that the big networks don't. So
Wow.
we get the best of both worlds.
Fantastic.
And we
Fantastic.
get the opportunity to have beautiful people like you.
Oh, thank you.
And let them be experienced by millions of people. You know, people travel to Maui from everywhere, so they all get the pleasure of
We get the pleasure because these are being
That's right, we
seen
get
all
the
over the
pleasure.
world. If you travel to Maui, you'll be lucky enough to be here. And if are you going to be here a long time?
4 weeks.
4
Yay.
weeks.
Fine.
Well, I hope that all the people in Maui will call us. Is there a way to contact you while you're here?
I'm sure there is. I've been brought out by Adam Wright, and he is an exceptionally nice friend of mine from Australia.
There's his phone number, and his phone is ringing now.
And just before I went,
That was quick. You don't even. That is magic.
I said, Adam, can I bring you something from Australia to Maui? Can I bring something? And he said, actually, Ridz, I've got everything I want, but you could bring some rain.
Oh.
And I thought, how can I bring rain? And it has been raining for the last 2 days.
And Airielle did a rain dance herself here.
Oh, well, perhaps it is what we both did.
So I want you to know that as well as doing all these wonderful tricks and being an incredibly brilliant human being with many words of wisdom to offer us here, that Ridz also does private sessions. And if you are very lucky and blessed, you may get to have one of those private sessions where he does psychic readings.
That's correct. I'm a counselor. I was a social worker. I've done lots of things. But readings are just sharing wisdom, showing people that it is so simple to get in touch with themselves and overcome the little problems they've got. Yes, I've been doing readings for so long, and actually that is in my retirement. That's all I do. And I will be doing it here in Makua.
In Makua.
And Makua, oh, what a beautiful word.
Isn't that a nice word?
Yes, there
The
is.
cowboy town.
Is it?
That's what Makua is.
Ah,
it's our
wow.
cowboy town.
I think that's lovely. I have been to I've met the locals because my photo is everywhere, and Adam Wright has done a wonderful, wonderful job in advertising it. So I'm looking forward meeting people and touching people and so on. But
Are you going to show us another trick?
I've got a hanky in my hand. I would love you to see this one.
Okay.
Because I think so many people say, oh, when I was a child, I could do magic, and I did this and I did that. And for some people, you know, there are only memories. But I love you, lovely audience, to watch what I do, because you just need a hanky. And I fold the hanky.
Just a plain hanky.
A plain hanky it is, and it is a trick I did when I was very young. My wonderful grandfather taught me. You're not afraid of a mouse, I hope?
No.
Oh, good, because I wouldn't do it otherwise. Now, I make a mouse from the hanky, so I turn it.
Especially not that kind of mouse.
You're not scared of that, good. Oh, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. A little bit of magic in it. magic is abracadabra. Yes, it's coming. Sorry, it's taking a bit long. And, no, don't worry, because coming.
Wow.
Sorry about it. Yeah, there it is.
Wow.
So, that will be the tail, and we'll make his head. Airielle, you will never forget this trick, because it is so simple.
Get ready.
No. What I normally do is I take my hanky and say abracadabra. I put a little bit of magic in, and oh, sorry, sorry. No. Oh, sorry. No. Now, when you do that for people and you say, oh, no, you can't. Now, yeah, you know, you've got him. Hang on to it. And of course,
do that for me.
and if you don't like it, well then you just make a hanky and you say thank you very much. That's it.
Oh, he was the cutest little mouse.
Fun with a hanky. Yes.
That was a great trick. You did that when you were how old?
I started 12.
12.
Yeah, I did the trick I did when I was 14. Haven't done it for 30, 40 years, but now in my twilight years,
How does
all
it
that
look
magic.
like that?
Magic.
I mean magic.
Magic,
Yes,
yes.
we know the answer, magic.
Yeah.
more?
So, no, I think you have seen enough, haven't you? I've got plenty
no.
more.
I could go on for hours, couldn't you? But we're so glad you're here with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Mwah, isn't he wonderful? Thank you for coming and joining us.
Thank you.
We're very, very blessed to have you with us
I
today.
thank you very much for making me so very welcome. I do
And
appreciate
thank you very much for coming and joining us.
it. Thank you.
So, I love magic. And part of the magic in life that I really most enjoy is how people talk about coincidence, and coincidence is really a plan of some order greater than what we see. I keep going back to the same theme, I guess.
No.
That magic is really a different level of reality. Not a better level or a higher level, but a different level. It's the ability to perceive things. And when I hear that you do private sessions and I see you do magic, I'm thinking they relate. Do they relate in your sessions?
In a way they do. It can put people off when you do a reading and you use cards. They think that's trickery. But I don't use it as trickery. To me, a pack of cards is a calendar. Black, white, positive, negative, yin, yang. 4 suits, the 4 seasons. 12 cards in each suit, the 12 months of the year. 13 cards in each suit, the 12 months of the lunar year and the sun. And if you count them all up, there's 365 points. It's the days of the year. So actually a pack of cards is a calendar. And the tarot card...
Is that right?
has
365
yes,
points?
you can count them up.
And 52 weeks in a year? I didn't have any.
Yes, and 4 suits, the 4 seasons. It is
That's
lovely.
very interesting.
Yes.
I never
So I use my cards, but I use my cards more to explain. I say to people, say, 10 of spade. Now, as quick as I change the card, you can change attitude.
Wow.
And honestly, that is how quick it is. If I can make people aware in a private session, in a reading, to say, look, you don't have to put up with it. They think, my goodness, that's my life and that's my man and that's... You can change attitude. And as quick as I do that with the cards, 6 of spade, yeah? It is only a card, but go, it's 8 of heart. Now, as quick as we do that, we can change attitude. So I use my magic actually to demonstrate. I can say, I would like, say, out of the full pack, visualization. You know the word visualization? You visualize and you create your own reality. People don't realize it. They put up with it and they think, oh God, another boring day. It will be boring because that's what you create. But if you're going to say it's going to be wonderful and great and I'm going to be open to it all, the magic happens. And that's the real magic. Now, 6 of diamonds, I said. So, just for fun, point to a card. Please, Airielle, point to one of the cards.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just point to one and I'll take
That one.
this one. Free choice, no forcing, 6 of diamonds. Now, as I visualize it and concentrate on it, you seem to go for it. That's why I said if praying is you talking to God, intuition is God talking to you. When you go with your gut feeling, you're making the right thing. If you hurt somebody, you know you're not doing the right thing. It doesn't because it's in the Bible. It is not because Jesus said it, apparently. But if you give, you will receive. And when you forgive, magic happens. And that's the magic I'm interested in. Not in the silly tricks. But I can use my cards to demonstrate because combining my magic since I was so young, 60 years and more, isn't it? It's good. I'll love to show you something.
And the best.
No, I'll love to show you. 7 of diamonds. Now, put it on your hand. Hold your hand out, like that. 7 of diamonds.
Wow.
The Jack of Hearts. Now, that's very quick. That's a trick. But the trick is that what you've got in your hands, you can turn into gold. When you give, you will receive. Jesus never said go overboard. He didn't say go stupid. No, be sensible. Love thy neighbor as yourself. If you don't love yourself, how can other people love you? So self-esteem, self-worth, self-confidence is so important.
Yes.
So my readings, yes, my readings are counseling sessions when we talk about healing. I have had people, and that is not to rave, but they came from wherever I didn't know them. I said one little thing, and they said, Ridz, that's enough. That makes sense. I said, what do you mean? He said, no, I can see. And I think if you go to the Bible, Jesus made the blind people see. That is not because they were blind and they couldn't see. They wouldn't be on the street. But they didn't understand. And when he said, be kind, give, love the children, don't molest them. Isn't it horrible what's happening in the world? You know, it says, don't be childish, but childlike. Well, I think magic is childlike. I think your inner being, your inner child wants to dance. And I think people should dance more. You really should dance more. Dance is movement. It's life, it's celebration, it's magic. And you're worn out and you feel on top of the world. And that's what dance does. So by just giving that to people, that's my healing. So I don't put hands on and say, no, relax and do. I can do that too. I'm a masseur, but I don't do that anymore. But sometimes you can touch the people. When you gave me a hug, a strange woman, it felt magic. I don't know, it was just all right. But if you're being hugged by a young girl and for different reasons, it's not the same.
No, it's different.
It is almost an interaction of love and energy and so on. And that is what I like.
Well, we have a hug going on here while we're standing here.
Well, I do thank you very, very much for allowing me to be with you for so long.
Thank you. Now tell me, if someone had a disease, all right, and they
Yes.
came to you and they had cancer, and they said to you, how could you help them here?
Very beautiful question. I cannot cure cancer. But I can improve their quality of life by seeing, thank you for the good times we've had. Thank you for the children. Thank you for, even in a bad marriage, for example, you have bad times and you get angry, but you also had good times. And then I say concentrate more on the positive things. When it is cancer, it is a horrible disease. But if you think the right way, your body will function the right way. And I don't say it will kill the cancer, but if you feel good with yourself and your self-esteem, your self-worth, then it gives you an energy and you can make cancer dormant. But I'll never say that I can cure cancer. But I must say I can teach people to relax and to unwind, to be still through deep breathing and to be completely still. We have a wonderful psychiatrist in Australia, Dr. Ainsley Mears. He wrote a beautiful book, Relief Without Drugs, well known, bestseller in Australia. He never said he could cure cancer, but my goodness, people came to him and said, thank you. You have healed me, because I can see that the time I have left here, I'm going to enjoy. And I'm sure you know that lovely saying, if you knew that was the last day in your life, what would you do? You would ring up all your friends and you would say, I love you and I forgive me. And
enjoy yourself.
why don't we live like that every day? Let's pretend it's the last day. Make it the very best, and then you will do things. So even with people with cancer, I touch them and I say, if you're there before me, or I will be there before you, thank you for allowing me to be with you. And sometimes, as I said, the more times you say thank you, the more things will come your way to be thankful for. Haven't we got a lot to be thankful for?
We have so much.
You
to be
can
thankful
walk, you
for.
can see, you can hear, you're beautiful. What a country, Hawaii, it is Maui.
We get to feast our eyes on beauty all the
Yes,
time.
yes,
all
yes,
the
yes.
time.
And I'm going
The
to
beauty
enjoy
in
it.
each other
Yes, very true.
and the beauty that surrounds us.
Mm.
I mean, and we are so lucky while the rest of the world is in so much turmoil to be here in this.
Yes. We can't change
Paradise.
that's we can't change the wars and
No, but you know, people would like to, I know.
yes, I know, but I think we should start with ourselves. Bring peace within yourself, and then you share it with you and the friends and the people who come. And if everybody does that, then there will be peace.
Then there would be no war, right?
I just heard yesterday a person came to see me for a consultation. I've started. And the person is from a Jewish faith and has met a beautiful man, and he is from an Arabian. Wow, his parents, how can you...
Wow.
I thought, and they love each other. They're beautiful. And I said, this might be the beginning of world peace, when people can live together, because we're all the same, we're all human. It doesn't matter. If my parents would have been Jewish, I would have been Jewish. If my parents would have been Negroes, I would have been a Negro. So that has nothing to do with it. But Spirit says it's all right. Let's do it our way.
And we have to listen.
And
That's the big secret,
yes, I fully agree.
is the listening part.
Close your eyes so you can see. Thank you.
And thank you. So, thank you. Thank you for your wonderful lessons here today.
I thank you very much.
Jason, do you want to come say goodbye with us?
You made it very easy.
It's so wonderful to have you with us.
These guys want to keep saying goodbye. I don't want to say goodbye yet. I don't want to say goodbye.
Oh, no, I don't want to say goodbye either. We'll just keep
You like
going.
to
This is my favorite so
yes.
far.
Well, put your finger there. And it's unreal,
See, E.T., that's it.
but you can absorb the magic. God, of course, God is everything. God is, we call it Spirit. Allow Spirit to become part of you. And when we die, we leave everything behind. But you take with you what you've done for other people. And I think that's the magic.
That is the magic.
Yes.
You see, it's funny about that. That is really part of what we try to do, really, in every show. Many people who watch us over time, you know, we are dream makers. What we do is we walk hand in hand with someone toward their dream. You're talking about the vision, I mean, having vision of the future of your life, of how you choose it to be. Same philosophy. See, so we're already in that. What I'm appreciating when I'm watching you is you have a very light spirit, as if you know clearly that having fun
Yes.
and that lightness of spirit and sharing that lightness is the most valuable thing
Well,
that you
I
can
think
give.
that is the real magic. You have put it in the right words. That's magic. And I hope we touched you as well with what we have been saying.
Did we touch you? If we touched you, we want you to get to the website. What's the website?
www.ridzmagic, R-I-D-S, magic, one word, .com. That's all.
So like Ridz Magic.
ridzmagic.com.
And what would we find on your website?
You will find a monthly bulletin what I make up and photos of my grandchildren, but a bit of philosophy, and a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of humor, and yes, I get thousands of visitors to my website. Maui is on it at the moment, that I'm here with Adam, and for November I'm working on my November bulletin from Maui, and yeah.
Do you do healing work from a distance?
Absent healing? No.
So
I do.
So, for example, let's say I'm here with you in a private session.
Yes.
Once you experience me, do you work with a client from a distance, or you need to be physically with them usually?
Usually with them, but I can touch people in so many different ways. To be needed, to be wanted, to be loved, to be appreciated is the biggest healing. I think it is often very lonely people whose relationship haven't worked, or the children are not even come to the parents, and they suffer and things like that. And then I say, well, you did have them for a certain time. Absent healing, I send positive thoughts and I send it to you. I send healing power to you. Because if you may see or understand that you create your own future, it's magic. It doesn't matter where you live, if your home is a castle or a humble home, you can be very happy. I know so many people who've got it all and are the unhappiest people. So healing is to make people see. And I think that's the lovely part in the Bible I like, that he made people see. It was their faith, that you believe that you create your own future.
So in many ways, from what I see in you, the magic is just to set a condition where you share the most important magic, which is the magic of realizing that when you share love, you're sharing God. And through all that you're doing, you're just trying to lighten things up so that people will take things with a little bit more joy, relaxation. Yeah. Airielle's the queen of joy here.
Wow, that's lovely.
Look at the light.
Look at this.
Oh, yes. Sometimes you touch things and you can feel the vibration, you know. But you have summed it up beautifully.
So you touch them and the light comes on.
Well, they words.
I'm going to let you guys do a closing, but I think we're going to have to
we've
get
already
them.
done a lot of them.
Well, we're going to do another closing in a minute. I'm going to jump out, and I want to see these guys hugging. And look for the light. We'll see the magic. Watch.
Wow. Airielle, may I thank you very, very much.
Well, it has been my great pleasure, sir, to experience your wizardry.
Wizardry. I love that word. Because that is exactly what it is. It is
Well,
magic, but it is more than magic.
But it's
it
more
is
than
the
magic.
philosophy.
You're
yes.
a wizard.
Well, thank you.
And we have a real live wizard with us, so thank you, Mr. Wizard.
I thank you.
And thank you. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you were enlightened in many ways. I hope you had fun. And I hope your heart is full of joy and God blesses you today in so many ways.
Thank you.
Aloha.
Wow, that's wonderful. Aloha. That's beautiful.
No matter where you go, no matter what you do, take that Maui style with you. Cause if you ain't Maui styling, you just living on an island. Maui styling, don't let me down. 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 There is sunshine in your heart. It's been with you from the start. Lift your head. posta